People don't often talk about the different playstyles in Smash Ultimate. Some people say that the playstyles in Smash Ultimate are actually so similar you might as well not care about them. They say that different mains of the same character play so similarly because the engine of Smash Ultimate requires that. There isn't room for player expression. I disagree with that, and I think that there's a reason why we don't see much player expression. It's because we don't try to express ourselves. However, that's not the case for everybody. One recent example of this that Mockrock brought up is Mr. R and Void. Even though they both play Sheik, as Mockrock said, they look like they're playing two totally different characters. Mr. R focuses much more on neutral, and he has a lot of different needle movement, while Void focuses much more on advantage, focuses much more on kill confirms. I mean, we even see Mr. R get mad at different Sheiks critiquing him for not using things like raindrops enough. Another example of this is Dabuz versus Myron and Shuton's Olimar. Dabuz plays a very campy, some would say not fun version of Olimar, while Shuton and Myron are much more aggressive, and some people actually enjoy playing against them and watching them. Finally, we saw this recently with Bloom Forever's Mii Brawler, totally unexpected. However, compared to all the other Mii Brawlers, it was very different. Bloom Forever focuses much more on neutral, he barely does any combos, and Mii Brawler is known as a very combo-heavy, combo-centric, kill-confirm type character, but Mii Brawler was not the character that Bloom Forever did that with. Bloom Forever focused on neutral, and he did amazingly. All these different playstyles at the top level show that, hey, characters don't have to be played in just one cookie-cutter way. There is room for player expression. This player expression can come from two different things. One, what players think is cool, and two, what players think is viable. For an example, let's look at what I believe. I think that counter hits are really cool. I think it's awesome to say, hey, I know what you're going to do, I'm going to let you do it, and I'm still going to fuck you up for it. I also think that ledge play is really cool. Playing at the ledge allows for a lot of unique gameplay that you don't otherwise see in normal games. You get early kills, you get ledge trumps, you get setups for edge guards, and I also really think edge cards are really cool, because once again, you get early kills, and it's also really flashy, and it requires having a really good understanding of your opponent and what they're going to be trying to do. Moving on to what I think is good, I think playing hot and cold is a very effective playstyle. It means that you're going to be mixing up your rhythm, and while you're playing cold, it makes it really hard to identify when you're suddenly going to come in hot. It almost makes it feel like, for your opponent, they're playing against two different players, which they kind of are, because you're playing with two different playstyles. When you're playing cold, the name of the game is to disengage. You want to be stalling, you want to be camping, you want to be getting your resources back, and you even want to be threatening a timeout. However, every once in a while you want to mix up and you want to come in hot with aggression and strong approaches, you want to have explosive combos, you want to have zero to deaths, you want to have edge guards, you want to have tech chases, you want to have it all, because when you get in and you make that approach, you want to make the most out of it. Now let's look at some characters that fulfill what I value in the game. Wii Fit Trainer is one of these characters. Wii Fit Trainer has some great edge guards. You've got ball snipes, which either on stage you can do with just the normal two options from header, or you can header cancel and use any of your attacks to send out a crazy angle and hit your opponent and kill him, or you can do it off stage and again use any of the normal angles with header, or hit header off the stage and go for more angles. Wii Fit Trainer also has a wall jump, which just generally gives her a better off-stage presence. You get to mix up your movement, you get to stay off stage for longer, you get to go higher in the air. It's just like a better option to have off stage. Wii Fit also has 3 spikes. You've got Dare, which is super strong, Fair, which isn't that strong, however it can be a little tricky, and you got Side B, which is really strong, and if somebody tries to challenge you when you're using header off stage, they might just end up getting spiked and killed for it instead. And you've also got Up B, which can interrupt other recoveries with its decently sized hitboxes, and after you grab ledge, it will set up for a Bear or Dare for a kill. Moving on to ledge play, Wii Fit Trainer is the best character on ledge in the game. First of all, ledge helps counteract one of Wii Fit Trainer's biggest holes in her gameplay, and that is not having a good out-of-shield option. Her fastest out-of-shield option is frame 6 with Up B. However, it can be pretty laggy on stage. However, you can retreat to ledge afterwards, which gets you far away from your opponent, and leaves you lagless, and sets up for your amazing ledge game. Wii Fit Trainer can use header at ledge, which applies even better pressure than normal while you're on ledge compared to the rest of the game, because it's harder to hit Wii Fit Trainer, and it hits lower to the ground, which is an area that Wii Fit Trainer has a lot of issue with applying pressure to. And when Wii Fit is finally ready to get back on stage, she has header get up, which puts out just the normal header hitbox and also ball hitbox, so no matter how close or far away they are from you, you can apply pressure to them while you're getting back on stage. And even while on stage, Wii Fit Trainer is great at killing off the side, especially with kill confirms like near to bear, especially if Wii Fit Trainer has deep breathing. Wii Fit Trainer has great camping from normal header and the angles that you get from header cancel, along with her neutral B. This means that you can cover basically anywhere on stage with a projectile. She also has up tilt, which is an invincible anti-air, which is great for stuffing approaches, and you can hurtbox shift by crouching and crawling to avoid attacks. Wii Fit Trainer also has some great stalling, because side B and down B stall your momentum. While you're under stage, you can just stall for a very long time and then go back to ledge and then go back off and keep on stalling, while also mixing in ledge camping. And this is particularly effective because deep breathing buffs basically all Wii Fit Trainer stats, which means, hey, I'm stalling and I'm becoming a way better character at the same time. And finally, Wii Fit Trainer is amazing at threatening the timeout. As I already said, she is great at stalling under the stage, she's great at camping at the ledge, but most importantly, down B and neutral B heal Wii Fit Trainer. So not only can she make going for a timeout safer while she already has a lead, but she's the only character in the game where it is possible to threaten a timeout without a lead. But just because Wii Fit Trainer is great at camping people out does not mean that she cannot play aggressive, because she absolutely can. As I already said, down B buffs Wii Fit's movement speed, her damage, and her kill power. This means that you get better approaches, you get new combos, you get new kill confirms. One issue that I already talked about before is that Wii Fit Trainer has a lot of issues with attacking opponents that are low to the ground. However, with deep breathing, this means that your fast fall speed is increased. And so that means that your attacks that hit low to the ground hit low to the ground earlier. This is really important because Fair's spike hitbox already hits pretty low to the ground, and if you delay it slightly and fast fall it, it hits much lower than it otherwise would, which means that you actually have a decent attack option to be hitting low to the ground. Now, Wii Fit doesn't get a whole ton out of the slight delay version, because there's still some time in the air before she actually lands, before she can follow up. However, if you land right away with landing fair, that means that you can combo into attacks like F Smash and kill at insanely early percents. Now, your opponent knows that you're probably not going to be coming in without deep breathing as Wii Fit Trainer. Now, you still want to sometimes because you want to catch your opponent off guard, but generally, yeah, deep breathing makes it way better for you to approach. However, even with deep breathing, you can mix up whether you're going to come in hot and approach and do a crazy combo and kill confirm, or whether you're just going to continue to play cold, however, with less damage and better movement options. Bayonetta is another character that makes use of the different aspects of Smash that I value. One, she has amazing counter hits. She has Bats Within, which is basically a frame 1 aerial escape option from combos, and this means that if your opponent's doing a very strict combo and they even get like one thing off, then hey, Bats Within, you're out of there, and now you get to punish them for fucking up. She also has her counter Witch Time, which slows your opponent down. It's kind of slow, and it's easy to punish on whiff, and it also gets worse after every use, so if you fuck up using it, or even if you succeed in using it, it will mean that your opponent slowed down for less time. This means it's usually best to use in disadvantage or while you're trying to land, because it means that you're more likely to get it out, and you know when your opponent is going to attack. Not only that, but if you do whiff it, it cancels all your special lag from your up B and side B. When you do land a Witch Time, it means that it sets you up for some crazy advantage state shenanigans. You can either do some amazing combos, which Bayonetta has no short supply of, or you can just go and use a smash attack if you know it's going to kill. Bayonetta is also great at edge guarding. She has some of the best edge guarding in the game. You can intercept recoveries with hitboxes, with down B, which means that you can later follow up with a spike with dare, or you can just combo them to the blast zone like normal, which Bayonetta is again amazing at doing. There's also up B and side B for intercepting, or you can use nair and up air with their bullet art forms to keep out lingering hitboxes. Bayonetta also has one of the best recoveries in the game, so there isn't really any risk of going off stage. And if you are instead trying to catch a high recovery, you can either use up B and kill him off the top, or you can charge neutral B, which is angled upwards, and also kill him. Bayonetta also has great ledge play and some great incentives to go to ledge. Because up B and side B get more lag after each use, you can instead cancel that by just going to ledge. The only other way to do that is to use down B, but this is a much safer way. So you could go to ledge after you do a short combo, after you do a failed combo, or after you whip an up B out of shield. Once on ledge, Bayo also has some great options to get off of it. She can use ledge jump, and then from there she can down B if she thinks the opponent's going to try to attack her, or she can use ABK and try to start a combo, or just land farther on stage and also go downward. And from ledge drop, she can either do up B, she can do side B, she can do fair, she can double up B and then side B to then recover high onto ledge. As for playing cold, Bayonetta is great at that too. She has great offstage stalling with double up B and then using triple jump to go back to ledge. Or she can just side B right into the wall of the stage, which will briefly send her upwards, and that can stall her for a little bit more off stage. She also has bullet art camping. Now, we saw this a lot in Smash 4, but it is definitely still doable in Smash Ultimate. She can double jump and then use bullet art nair, and then auto cancel it to avoid being punished for that. She can use a very short bullet art fair, which could pressure somebody in front of her while still allowing her to move, or she can use bullet art down tilt, which is pretty laggy, but it also does double the bullet art damage on the ground, so it's not a bad option. But you know, you're playing Bayonetta, you're a little bit tired of playing cold. Luckily for you, Bayo is amazing at playing hot. She has very high damaging combos, and some great starters for those combos, like down tilt and up tilt and side B, which is a great burst option. It also has a grounded option and 2 aerial versions. One is great for catching jumps from far away, and one is great for landing and starting a combo with the diagonal version. And she also has up B, which is great for catching jumps that are close to you. She also has some amazing side B and up B combos. You can combo fair and do itself over and over and over on stage until you can't anymore, and then you hit him with a side B, and then you can continue your combo from there. She does have some very menacing 0-to-deaths from killing off the top. However, it can be kind of inconsistent because up B can be SDI'd. However, Bayo does have a tech called Witch Strike, which makes up B a single hit attack. It puts the opponent higher up than normal up B would, and it means that combos that kill off the top are much more consistent to pull off. She also has 0-to-deaths off stage, she has up air trance, and if you're not going to get the kill, you have great finishers like up air, nair, and bear. Now we're going to look at some characters that are a little bit less extreme as Wii Fit and Bayonetta, but still kind of fit the mold. It can still be molded into the playstyle that I really like. Let's look at Diddy Kong. For counter hits, you have the barrel counter hitting tick, which I've already shown off, and I'm not going to talk about too long. But basically, its issue is that it's a little slow. However, it's great for dealing for projectiles, and it does good damage, and it allows you to set up for more follow-ups. Diddy Kong really shines at ledge play. He has Banana, which is great for ledge trapping. You can either have it just place down right at ledge, you can either use Banana pull and have a wide arcing angle that can cover a lot of options, or you can just throw it from roll distance and cover a lot of options as well. You also have side B edge cancels, which means that you have a lot of really great movement at ledge. You have wall cling, which means that you can take your time at ledge and say, hey, let's wait a little bit, let's slow down the pace of the game. Diddy also has some really explosive killing at ledge. If you smash through a banana, you can combo an F smash and kill pretty early for a smash attack. You also have nair to dare, which kills very early. Diddy Kong also has mix-ups with up B off of ledge. You can either threaten to go back to ledge, or you can threaten to hit somebody with your up B barrels as you're landing back on stage. Diddy Kong also has some great edge guarding. There's just normally standing on stage, throwing banana, sniping somebody, killing the recovery. Kills a lot of recoveries in this game. There's also Z-drop banana dare at ledge, which covers 2 frames or recoveries, and it just fucking murders people. It's very broken. Or you even have neutral B from center stage, and if you do it at the right angle, you can get it to go right near ledge, and it kind of slopes off near that point, and it just fucks a lot of recoveries. It covers a lot of area, and you can cover ledge and edge guard from literally center stage. It's a really great option if you can't get to ledge in time. Diddy Kong's also pretty great at playing hot and cold. For playing cold, he can just throw banana on the ground and then camp on the other edge of it with peanut gun. You just shoot at peanuts, which adds a lot of pressure to a space that's already being controlled by banana. Or you can just hold banana and spam peanuts and then mix up when you're going to throw banana at your opponent for attacking you. And then Diddy Kong also has up B ledge mix-ups, which I already talked about, which is great for camping at ledge. Monkey Flip is also an incredible tool for disengaging, especially in Callus, but even other stages. You can go flying to the other side of the stage, and you can use Dare to auto-cancel and have no lag on that attack, which is great. And you can use Peanut Gun cancels to mix up your movement, almost like your Wario, with just insane air drift. But you don't have insane air drift, but you do have insane B reverses and insane airspeed, so you have an incredible landing game with both of those options, and you can just totally go to the other side of the stage and just ignore your opponent. For playing hot, Diddy Kong has a lot of different options. He has side B, which is a crazy dumb burst option. You can either mix up between it being a grab or being a kick, which puts a lot of pressure on shield, and the only way to really beat it if you guess correctly as Diddy Kong, is to be spot dodging, and even then there's barely any lag, so it's just like a neutral situation at worst for Diddy Kong. Side B does also have some niche use in combos, and he kills. This fucking command grab kills. As for combos, Diddy Kong is fucking amazing here. He has down tilt trains, he has throwing banana into up B, into both hits of up B, and that is crazy. It's super easy, it does like 40%. You've got banana, dare, recatch banana with that dare, hit him with banana again, hit him with dare again, and then up B, that does 70%, and it's fucking broken. It comes off banana at 0. You've also got nair into up B on platforms, and you've got nair bear combos. You got nair, 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 nair. This character's whole kit is so great for comboing, and you've got some great finishers. For kill confirms, this character is loaded with them. First, you got banana F smash, which, as I already said, kills insanely early, even if you're not at ledge. There's also down tilt, which can combo from up smash and bear, so depending on where you are on stage, one of those is going to be the better option. And yeah, Diddy Kong definitely does have a less extreme hot and cold dichotomy, but he can still do it, and he's still pretty good at it. Finally, we got Meta Knight. First of all, this character has some of the best edge guarding in the game, just like Bayonetta. He's got a neutral B, which is huge, and it covers ledge for a while. He's also got side B, which covers a lot of space. You've got Condor Dive, which is very safe, and it covers ledge and it spikes. He's also got Bear Spikes, where the second hit of Bear will spike the opponent if it trades with you. You've also got Bear Trains, which aren't true, but they're still pretty good and still good at comboing and edge guarding. You've also got Nair, which is real fast, and if you're off stage, it kills very early. And he also just has one of the best recoveries in the game. So again, there isn't really much risk for him going off stage. For counter hits, he doesn't have many, but he does have a niche tech called Dark Clash. So normally when attacks clash with each other, they freeze on the next frame. However, Meta Knight's F Smash is only active for one frame. So F Smash doesn't freeze like all the other attacks in this game. So that means that Meta Knight has a very low end lag attack that doesn't clank, which means that if the opponent is put into clank, you can punish them with a ton of shit. However, again, it is pretty niche. For playing cold, he doesn't have that many options, but he can offstage stall just by using his double jumps and his different recovery attacks and stuff like that, or going under the stage. He has a bunch of different options there. However, he also has air camping, which is generally what Meta Knights do when they're trying to play cold. And basically, you threaten to land while you're double jumping right out of your opponent's full hop range. And you want to be spamming dare, which means that if somebody does try to come and attack you and approach you, you hit them with dare and you punish them for it because you are out of their full hop range. You saw this a ton in Brawl, not as much in Ultimate because you don't see Meta Knight as much in Ultimate. However, this is still a good option to go for when you're trying to play cold. As for playing hot, I feel like I don't have to tell you this, but Meta Knight is a goddamn beast. First of all, he's got some amazing starters. People say he's dash attack the character, and yeah, dash attack is amazing, but that is not all. He also has dare, he's got nair, he's got down throw, he's got landing fair. From there, he also has some great tech chases. You can either start that with a drag down bear, or you can start it with a nair, and from there you can follow up with either a dash attack or a dare, and from there you can start your insane combos. He also has F Smash, which, as I said, has basically non-existent lag, but it's also very safe on shield, and the sweet spot has super high knockback. It's very strong. He's got combos like down tilt dash attack up B for killing at stupid fucking percents. He's also got early kills with edge guards, and he has very, very strong 0 to deaths. He's got his up air ladders, and he also has his down air bridges. So I've shown off how I developed my playstyle in the hopes that some of you guys will try to develop your own unique playstyles. Now, I didn't just show the characters that best represent my playstyle, but also some characters that don't really do it as much. However, I brought those characters in to show you that, hey, even if you have a main that you like and it doesn't fit what playstyle you super want to play, you can still make it work. All these characters have amazing options, and unless you're playing Ganondorf, you probably have a way to get your character to play more like you.